So here are 10 things you need to think about when you're printing. Well, hello and welcome to this Fotospeed video with me, Tim Jones. Today I'm going to be telling you 10 things that we need to think about when we're printing. And if you are just getting into printing and you're a little bit confused with everything going on, hopefully these points will help you along your printing journey. Now, I'd like to dive straight into these 10 things. So as always, please don't forget to subscribe to the Fotospeed YouTube channel and use the link below to sign up to the Fotospeed newsletter. So without further ado, let's start with point number 1. Okay, let's talk printers. Now, with printers, I would recommend to get something with 6 inks minimum, going up to the massive 12 inks of, say, the Pro 1000 or P900 from Epson or Canon. But you have to think about your budget. So basically, the more money you spend and the bigger you go, the cheaper the ink will get. So let's take example, the Pro 300 here, A3 Plus printer from Canon, 10 inks in it, pigment-based printer, and I will talk about pigment and dye in a second. So the Pro 300 works out at £1.20 per mil of ink. If you take the A2 machine from Canon, which is the Pro 1000, that it has 80 mil cartridges, and that works out to about 55 to 60 pence per mil. It's a massive saving on ink. However, with the bigger printers, you do have to use them quite a lot. It likes to be printed on. So bear that in mind. Point number 2 is still on printers, to be honest. Look at if you need a dye-based printer or a pigment-based printer. Basically, the difference between dye and pigment is what is classified as like the gold standard of printing. It is certified by the Fine Art Trade Guild, so you can classify your prints as fine art if you're using fine art papers. Because of this, I feel personally, and this is my opinion, that printer manufacturers do put a little bit more research and development into the printer machines. So generally you get printers with more colours of ink in the printer. Also more grey inks as well, usually 2, a light grey and a grey, to produce perfect black and whites out of the box. On the other side of the coin, there's dye inks. Now, these weren't classified as archival. However, with the new inks, both from Epson and Canon, they are now saying the prints will last over 100 years in museum conditions, I add. So that means in a very dark box somewhere under your bed, never seeing the light of day. However, they're producing amazing prints. The big advantage to dye-based prints is firstly the cost. Machines like the EcoTank and the Mega Tanks will allow you to refill the actual reservoirs in the printer, a lot more cost effective as well. Works out about 20p a mil actually, those, instead of say 80p a mil for a dye-based cartridge printer. So massive saving there. Also, black and whites are a little bit more tricky to get. You have to have a good set of really good profiles. Next thing on the list is paper. Obviously, you need some beautiful quality paper, and funnily enough, at Fotospeed, we have a lot of it. So with paper, the best thing to do is start with test packs, and we do 4. Photo range of test pack, which is the one I'd recommend if you're first starting getting into printing. And then once you've printed a little bit and you want something a little bit more fancy, look at our fine art test packs as well, because they have some beautiful papers in it, and we've just launched our matte brighter paper as well, which is absolutely stunning and must be used. And that is in the fine art smooth test pack. So have a look at that one as well. The other thing that you will need, and you should have already if not, is you should be calibrating your screen. So your screen is brought into line, and also the brightness is set as well correctly. Because there's nothing worse than editing your beautiful picture on the screen, you give it a print and the colours are wrong, or it comes out horrible and dark. Nothing worse than that. A screen calibrator will help you along the way. Here at Fotospeed, we sell the Calibrate devices and also the Datacolor Spider devices as well. So have a look on our website and read all the specs there. If you have any questions at all, just drop us an email or give us a call, and we're more than happy to help you. But it's a really vital part of the printing workflow that we always recommend. Now, the other side of that, which is point number 5, is also get some good custom profiles made for your printer. All printers print slightly different, even if same make and model. So we do need to bring these back in line a little bit to make the colors correct. And this is where an ICC profile comes in very basically. But don't worry too much about it at the minute. I've done a few videos on it, so maybe have a look at those, more explaining about what this is. But don't worry, we can do all this for you for free. All it costs you is the stamp, an envelope. You need to print a chart off on it and then post it into us, and then we can scan that. Now, if you search for custom profiling video on the Fotospeed YouTube channel that you should all be subscribed to by now, then you should be able to watch that video and watch me printing charts on both Mac and PC, different operating systems as well, and go through the whole process of what you need to do. If you have any questions, as always, drop us an email, give us a call. The next point is going to be a really good viewing light. We do the Kaiser viewing lights, which are absolutely fantastic. If you're looking at your pictures in home lighting, like tungsten lighting, things will look probably a little bit warm, the colours will look wrong. That's why sometimes if you print a picture in the evening, it looks a little bit different than if you look at it by a window in the morning, say. Also, don't forget that your eyes get tired as well, so the colours can change very slightly in that. So sometimes printing is a little bit of expectation management, I'm afraid. So we are always here to help as well. One tip I always say to people is to always do a little proof print. So these prints I've got here are A3+, so it's quite a big paper. Now, I wouldn't recommend printing one just at this size to start off with. I would probably recommend doing a little A5 or print or chop up the paper a little bit and just do a little print to start with, just to see if that paper is going to work. But also if you've got everything right, are the colours right? Is it too dark when it's coming out of the printer? I should say dark prints are normally caused by your screen being too bright. So that is one thing to massively check. When you're calibrating, make sure you've got the right brightness setting set on your screen. The softwares from both Calibrate and Data Color will prompt you for this as well, so do not worry too much about it. Again, loads of videos on our channel about screen calibration and the brightness levels. Now, the last point I would say is don't get frustrated. Printing should be an enjoyable process. We like to pride ourselves here at Fotospeed, and personally for myself, I like to say printing should be easy. We should be able to get to a point where we can just go file, print, and the print comes out coming out of the print. And then the print comes out of the printer how we should expect it to. Again, we should be getting about 90% of the way there though. There always is that little 10% of little things that can change it, such as like rendering intent, and also paper choice and things like that. But just bear that in mind, just a little bit of expectation management. But what we don't want here at Fotospeed is you getting frustrated and getting lots of bad prints and burning through a lovely box of 25 sheets of, say, our smooth cotton, perhaps, if that's the paper you are printing on. Instead, we would like you to have, out of that 25 sheets, we would like you to have 23, 24 prints coming out of your printer that you're happy with. We probably sacrifice 1 or 2 sheets just for proofing and things like that. However, you should be getting a lot of prints out of that box and also great value for money. So my last point is don't forget, we are always here to help, and we're only at the end of an email or the phone as well. And also we have this great resource on the Fotospeed YouTube channel as well. So please check out all the other videos I've been doing. And just check out, if we haven't got the answer on our YouTube channel, then please feel free to give us a call and help. And some things that may be a little bit strange and things that we need to have a quick log in and perhaps we screen share and have a look and see what's going on. Normally though, it does come down to redoing the profiles in the printer. That is normally the first thing I'll say to you if you're having any strange results color-wise. Perhaps reinstall the printer driver as well, things like that. So those are good things to check first of all. However, if you want any help with any of that, please give us a call. Don't get frustrated, don't have bad prints, and don't ever stop printing. Now, I did say 10 points, but I'm going to do one more, which makes it 11, is when a print comes out of the printer, always ask yourself if you're happy, because that is the main thing. If you are happy with what's come out of the printer, then it's your work, and you can then be confident about what you've produced. So I hope that's helped. and hopefully gives you a few little pointers to get into printing and help you along the way in your printing journey. As always, please don't forget to subscribe to the Fotospeed YouTube channel and check out all the other videos we've done on color management and screen calibration and the frustrations in printing as well. Also, don't forget to sign up to the Fotospeed newsletter because we have exclusive discounts and it's a good way to keep up to all the news here at Fotospeed. You do that by just clicking the link in the description below and just filling out your details and pop it in there, and we will do the rest. Also, we release new videos here on the Fotospeed YouTube channel every Tuesday and Thursday. So click that bell icon just to get reminders of when we are dropping some videos. And on that note, I will say bye-bye and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.